Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everyone who is joining in on this unorthodox streaming time. Hazama D20, thank you for the 4 months. Yo. Well, hi. Good morning. I am, I just felt like drawing a bunch of stuff. I've been meaning to get several different drawing projects done, and I thought might as well share it, right? Yeah, morning art flow and nice chill stream. So yeah, let me know how the music sounds. If it's too loud or too quiet. Important question, are the goblins numbered? If you mean the plushies, no. They're all one of 9,000. Which, have an amazing voice, thank you. I feel very lucky about my voice. So, if you are curious about what's currently playing, at the bottom left, there will be a constant tracker that will tell you what's playing, and if you would like to see the entire playlist, you can use the command !playlist, and it will link you to the playlist that I use for streams. So yeah. So first, before I actually start drawing the things that I wanted to draw, let's do a little bit of warm-ups, shall we? I'll take a few requests. Why not? Some basic requests. Do I have ideas for the next plushie? Yes. This doesn't look like MS Paint. You're right, it doesn't. Mr. Cat, Miss Purr, a Digimon, bunch of bananas, JoCat, Joe Kitty, Finger Funds. Memes. Draw the MS Paint logo. What is the MS Paint logo? What is my favorite monster from Monster Hunter? Lagombi or Gormagala? They're pretty tied for me. Draw rat dabbing. Maybe. Something simple. But a good old Joker, mix of JoCat and Joker. Oh, hey, Whimsy Shrimp. I assume that's Alec. Draw pirate. I like that. I'm gonna draw. I know who to draw. I'm gonna draw. Let's see. I know exactly who to draw. Let's see. I know exactly what kind of pirate to draw. I've drawn them before, but I'll draw them again. I'll draw a more detailed version. Ahar, matey. Hakani, thank you for the 16 months. And Xenocat, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Subscribe. Shiver me timbers. Ahoy. Avast. And such. Gangplank Galleon. It's JoCat. It's Hectic Koi Dog. drawing. I'm going to draw one of my favorite pirates. One of the bestest pirates ever. In high detail. Oh, you're in pain. I'm sorry. Go explode. Go explode so your pain subsides. Gino? Never played Mario RPG. I probably should, because I really like Mario and Luigi, and that's kind of like the spiritual successor. Yeah, it's a coffee pirate. Some of you know. Some of you know. Yeah, you get it. The best pirate. How do you draw good? Well, what you do is, first, you pick up a pencil, right? And then you draw every day, and then you might get good. No guarantees. Good morning. Just imagining her bopping up and down to the music, yeah. Like, hold on. Like the second one. Just like that. Like that. It's hard to do on layers like this. Yeah, and I don't know why the thing is flashing like that. Anyway. What is that? This is a pirate. Her name is Nina. She's from Wandersong. She's my favorite. I don't know what kind of shoes she has, because she's just, her shoes are the same color as her pants. I'm trying to do like a high quality render of her. It's in prime gremlin stance. You take a whole image and make it smaller and larger. Like, oh yeah, trumpet meme, yeah. Trumpet meme. Yar. Yo ho. Phil's dog, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Rustic V2, thank you for the 5 months. Orbital Rose, thank you for the 2 months. Janky Animation, hell yeah. And Burl, thank you for the 100 bits. Coffee, best coffee pirate. Absolutely the best. They're all the best coffee pirate, especially Captain Lucas. May you ask a question? You may. I give you permission.
What if the world was made of glazed donuts?
You would be like, man, that's fucking sweet.
I can't believe the
Man, yes, you can go to the bathroom.
What if your hands were made of
Orbital Rose, Icy, 6824, Thean Blah Blah, and Kinetex. Thank you. Thank you for the bits and thank you for the sub, respectively.
Roared like a dinosaur. What if you
Come on, just
peed
getting my
out
things.
of your nose?
Ari March, thank you for the Twitch Prime.
What if your face was shaped like
Mexico, or trapezoids, or Texas and Hawaii.
What if the world was made of other worlds combined into a world just like the world you started with?
Let's give her shoes.
What if
Good old
another world
little
that
pirate
ate
booties.
the world made out of donuts, making all the donut people pissed?
Blink the Fool, thank you for the bits.
What if your face was made
Real
of
high vibes.
bumblebees? You would be like, dude, this really sucks. I
Do not want a face made out of bumblebees.
What if your dad was made of rainbows? You would be like, OMG, that's lame. I want a dad made out of ninja robots. What if your pool was filled with applesauce?
It's actually a really nice song, honestly.
What if a hot dog
Like,
was your tongue?
take away the randomness and crazy, absurd lyrics.
Mouth was filled with broken glass.
It's got a nice melody to it, you know.
Three-meat jambalaya.
Tile Rod Twitch, thank you for the bits, and Kiomos, thank you for the Twitch Prime. This is epic. It is a nice song, yeah.
Crocodiles and everyone you hate. What if those crocodiles could shoot heat-seeking killer bees, ensuring that there would be no escape?
So tasty!
Ooh, thank you, Ari Mock, for the very, very tasty $10. I saw you in my recommended channels on Twitch, and I felt shamed not to follow sub. Love the content, I love the takes on Twitter, your crap guides were great help just getting into D&D, now just looking for a new group. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to find me. I don't know that I have great takes on Twitter, or that that's something to brag about. Plenty of takes on Twitter. One of these days I'm gonna make a bad take on Twitter. I also need to stop spending so much time there. I had a kind of a rough day where I was just really upset. I just had to stop. It's so easy to just get kind of soaked up in all the things to be upset about, you know.
What if the world was made of
Beer Shadow, thank you for 5 months. Love you and your content. Stay awesome. Thank you. You stay awesome. Guess we're getting all the meme songs out of the way first. Should have used a DVD if CDs were too small. Yeah, well, maybe they didn't have access to DVDs. Shaitan, thank you for the 500 bits. Oh, I just read your message, I just didn't read the notification.
My fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go
Fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy.
I've no more fucks to give, though more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now
Kiomos, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see, yeah, she's got eyelashes.
I strive to get everything done. I played by all the rules.
She's got those good old, you know,
I've smiled at charmed I wouldn't.
I don't know what about those types of eyelashes are appealing to me. The ones that are like really big and obnoxious, spiky like eyelashes, not eyebrows. Or the eyeliner thing, you know? It's like that. I don't know what about it. I just, every time a character has something like that, I'm like, alright, I like them a little bit more. Instant upgrade to character design whenever you add these big lower eyelashes. It's my birthday and I'm drunk and I love your art. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday, King Jube. King Jube. Happy birthday.
acknowledgement has now begun to gall, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck at all.
This is me when I finally snap and don't feel like being nice anymore to a dumb comment.
They refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give.
That's one thing that's been happening, is like I'm trying my best not to get sassy with comments or replies, because I know, like, I've got a responsibility and I need to uphold like a sort of manners, because I'm the one with the platform, so I have to be very careful. But man, do I just want to... Sometimes I just want to dunk on someone, you know? But I know that that's a bad look. And that can... Sometimes you're dunking on someone well-meaning. So, I mean, they don't have an audience to back them up, and to them, like, they don't know that this is your last straw. To them, this was just a typical day, and their favorite content creator just insulted them. So, that's something that I always gotta keep in mind before I sass someone. Like...
So tasty!
Oh man! JoCat just insulted me on Twitter. I'm sad now. Robot404, thank you for the very tasty 1,000 bits. I wanted to say thanks for the last crap guide you made about the character sheet. I finally made my character, George Camping Bush. The forest gnome, lovely. Is it showing the right? Yes, it is. Okay. How am I, Joe? I'm good. I am doing okay. Had a nice rest, woke up early in the morning, which is rare for me. Felt in the drawing mood. Decided to start drawing. Actually, I'm gonna do this so I don't have to keep having this open over the thing. There we go. This is Nina. She's from Wandersong, and I love her. She's the best pirate. I especially love that in Wandersong, whenever someone speaks and some dialogue pops up, they have like a character blurb, like a sound effect, you know, like rah, like a grunt or something. And hers, she just goes yar, har, oh, har, you know, and it's great. On your last crap guide, all I had to say is I enjoy my online character sheet app with infinite space for my ideas. Yeah, I mean, it's valid. It's valid to have an online character sheet. Just better not bring it to my table. Because I will judge you. Whenever you look at your phone during D&D, I will judge you. You are valid, though. Also, she's prime gremlin stance. This is a straight up gremlin, which describes her really well. She's the best gremlin. How much do I want to stylize it? Yeah, let's just make it go all the way. We don't need to see where the teeth part. Yeah. Wizards of the Coast makes digital character sheets now. Do they? Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, are you just talking about the form fillable, or do they actually have a digital character sheet app that you can, like an official by Wizards of the Coast character sheet app that you can download on your phone? Where's the nose? Oh, you're right. I guess so. I'll give her a little nose. There we go. It's a little button nose. D&D Beyond, that is not official, believe it or not. I mean, it's close enough to official as you can get, but that is not official. D&D Beyond is not Wizards of the Coast, though they work together very closely. Oh boy. Akari has arrived, everyone. That's what this is called, by the way. If you can't read those Japanese characters, that's what the song is called. It's called Akari Has Arrived. A-K-A-R-I has arrived. Because here she is. She's arrived. And it's just, like, 5 minutes of her doing onomatopoeias. It's great. And I am ashamed to say that I can actually recite some of them from the song because I've listened to it so much. Like katang katang, for instance, is she's doing a train noise. She's running around like a train. She is very adorable. It's interesting to see the different types of onomatopoeias for different languages. Like Thai has different onomatopoeias too. I've forgotten what they are, but oh, one for example, meow, instead of a cat meowing, they say mao in Thai. They go mao, which, coincidentally, mao is also the name for cat. So, cat and the onomatopoeia for meowing is the same word. Oh yeah, and right here, she's going mogu mogu, which is like the onomatopoeia for eating, munching on stuff. Do I watch any Japanese VTubers? They are cute, yeah, but I don't, no. I watch clips sometimes, but, no, I don't follow any. I'm not subscribed to any of them. I don't think I'm too interested in keeping up with, them. I do like the occasional clip here and there, though. Hey, we got a Thai user in the chat. Sorry. ผมลืมภาษาไทยไปตั้งเยอะ เริ่มจะพูดเหมือนคนฝรั่ง Like, I'm starting to speak Thai with American grammar, which is, or English grammar rather, which does not work, because Thai grammar is extremely different. How many languages do I speak? Just two. Just those two. I can still know Thai by heart. Like, I don't have to look up translation. I do have to kind of remember what the word means now, though, because I haven't spoken Thai in so long. But I used to know Thai as well as I know English. But, not anymore. Orden Ritterline, thank you for that year! You've earned your sword and shield, congratulations! Oh damn, already a year. Well done. Imagine being duolingual. It's called bilingual. Anime everything. It's funny, we don't actually have an onomatopoeia in English for the rolling sound of a train, do we? We have choo-choo. We have choo-choo, but that's the train's whistle. We don't actually have anything for the rolling of the train. Which I think is interesting. Oh yeah, chugga chugga, that's right. Chugga 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 chugga. Ah, my bad. I forgot. I guess I must have suppressed that during my Hearthstone days. For the snow chugga. Remember the snow chugga? Or ice chugga, whatever? Chugga chugga. PTSD. 2 mana, 2/3, freeze whatever you attack. Chugga chugga. It was a warrior's worst nightmare. You would throw it down and the warrior would instantly concede. Boots. Let's make her boots in line with her color scheme. Actually, I know what to do. Make her boots match her bandana. There we go. KB Karma, thank you for the 10 months. Have fun. This may or may not be optional. And Nerd and Proud 101, thank you for the 7 months. Wiggle wiggle. I did like playing as a Shaman. Me too. I think Shaman was my second favorite class in Hearthstone. My first favorite was Paladin, because I just liked the hero ability. Because I watched a lot of Trump, the Hearthstone player, Trump CS, not Trump the president, play Hearthstone. And I was indoctrinated into Value Town. And I learned that you can get a lot of value from just the Paladin hero ability because it's just a free unit. It's great. Free minion. Free 1/1 each turn. And it's the most impactful if you can get it rolling. Flying Freak, thank you for subscribing. Ooh. Value Town. Mayor of Value Town. Does he still do Hearthstone? I haven't watched them in a while. Scott here, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Do I play Magic the Gathering? I did a little bit. I never, would consider that I played it regularly. I just played it a little bit for the sponsored video I did a while back, and just a little bit after that, because it is pretty fun. But I know I can't dedicate myself to another card game. I'm gonna get sucked in, and it's gonna take up all my free time. So I know I'm gonna get addicted. That's what happened to me with Hearthstone. Luckily, Hearthstone happened when I was in high school, so I didn't have to worry too much about it. Have I defeated Elatrian yet? No. I think I beat Iceborne and then that was it. I kind of felt burnt out on Monster Hunter and I haven't touched it since. Which I do feel bad about, but I'm just not feeling it, you know? Her eyes are green. There we go. It's Nina. Highly rendered Nina.
Yo ho, yar, yar har.
Oh yeah, her earring. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Yeah. Coffee for Nina.
Yar, yar har.
69,000 beans. All right, okay, that's a nice little warm-up. So, I have 3 things that I was planning on doing today, but I'm gonna let you guys decide, because I can't decide what to do first. So the first choice is I was gonna animate a sort of looping, running animation of me and the rest of the Whimsy Shrimp crew as Halo characters, because I'm doing an overly edited Halo. And as the intro, I'm just gonna animate us as, like, I'm the Master Chief, and the rest of them are the elites. Like, Alec is gonna be Arbiter, and the other 2 are gonna be the 2 random elites. And it's just gonna be us running just a basic run cycle. And that's gonna be, like, the intro, just to show who's who. T-Dragon, thank you for the 500 bits! This stream after a new vid, but great job, thank you. Yeah, so that's the first choice. The second choice is I'm thinking of rebranding at least my Twitch channel. I don't know how far I want to do this rebranding to the YouTube channel, but I think I'm gonna be redoing a lot of the kind of little icons for all the little panels. You know, when you scroll down and you see the little panels where it's like, rules, donate, who am I, like the description stuff in Twitch. I was thinking of redoing those, because they're kind of outdated, and I want to give them a little bit more personality and personalize them. So I feel like I'm okay with the clean graphic, but, like, I don't know. I feel like changing it up. And the third option is make Zach a grunt. No, it's doubling so that people can know who's who when they watch the game. And the third option is for me to rebrand an overlay with here. I can show you a preview of what I mean. Make 2 overlay stuff, and this is gonna be another animation thing. Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll. I'm just describing your 3 options first. An overlay for transitioning, and also just a little notification thing. So notice, look at this. See this little transition thing? I made that, but it was done real quick. Like, you know, I made that in like a couple of hours, or not a couple of hours, not even an hour. I just did, you know, like a little spin. But I wanted to do something cooler than that. I want to animate me, like JoCat, the persona that I have, like pulling down like a thing, and also like JoCat holding up a sign, and maybe JoCrap doing that too. So those are your 3 options. Animate the Halo, overly edited Halo group. Make new Twitch description thingies, or overlay. And I'm gonna make a Twitch poll right now. Let's see. Manage poll, new poll. What should I work on? Halo boys. Animate Halo boys. Draw description stuff, or Twitch panels, animate new overlays. And I will allow additional votes at the cost of your bits and or cookies, if you so wish, because I have not been doing anything with that so far, and I know people like to do those, so we'll give that 3 minutes. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. There you go, and you can vote at the top of the chat. You can see the votes, and then you can vote. A lot of people want to see the overlays. Draw some food. Here, I'm gonna draw you a Borg while we wait. I'm gonna draw Nina holding the Borg. Hold on. big border. What program is this? This is Paint Tool Psi. There we go. Big border for Nina.
Yar.
There we go. Big border. Oh man, it is very, very close between the Halo boys and the overlays. Remember, you can vote at the top of the chat. Votes right there. Polls right there. Have I considered night mode on it, or is light theme more your thing? I just leave it on default. I don't have a preference for night or light mode. Whatever the default is for whatever website or app that I use, usually just kind of becomes what I use. Am I on a tablet? Yes, I am. I use a Wacom, or Wacom, I guess, Intuos. It's the cheapest one, and I've just gotten used to it. And I've been using it for... I've used this type of tablet, not this specific one, because I've replaced, you know, I've had to buy new ones for like over 8 years now, I think. Do you realize how awesome you are at art and presenting? A little bit. Thank you, though. All right. Just a hair. Beaten by just a hair. Looks like we're going to be going with the overlays. Ever think about going to a Cintiq? I actually have a Cintiq, and I just don't use it because it's weird and different and takes too much getting used to, so... Alright, we're gonna animate the overlays. You guys can actually see one overlay in progress. Let me show you. This was gonna be for like little messages that pop up. So here you can see. Yeah, this one, like the line art is nearly done, and I put it on the back burner for a while. But yeah, this is gonna be like the new notification overlay. I think I want to change the point down to holding up a sign instead. I think just at the moment, yeah, bow. Yeah, I want to add a bow to my persona just to set it apart a little bit. But yeah, this is how it looks so far. Hey, message, thumbs up, and down. But yeah. How did I learn to draw? Practice. If you hate your sketches, that means you're improving rapidly, and you can see the all the, you know, issues in it. Usually when you're early on in your artistic skill, you'll be able to see all your flaws real quickly, and you'll improve quickly because, you know, it's kind of like, here, let me draw a graph. Let's see. So this line represents your skills as an artist, right? And then this line represents the time you take. Whenever you start out, it'll feel like this, and then it's gonna go like that, right? And then it's gonna kind of plateau off like this. And then at this point is when artists start to really experiment. This is like the Picasso area where you already kind of know how to do stuff, and you're just trying things out to appease your own creative needs. But right now it sounds like you're down here, which, you know, once you start to get a little bit better and you're like, oh, that looks kind of good. Whenever you're in this area, I would recommend looking into some art classes or art books, tutorials, things like that, because you're going to learn a lot of things when you're in this area. I think I'm in this area right now because I'm still learning a lot of things. But yeah. This is when you're gonna start to develop sort of your own style naturally. But yeah. If you're right here, don't worry, you're getting close. Just a little bit more practice, a little bit more drawing, look up some tutorials, do some art practices, do some stuff like that. There are some practices, some exercises that you can do to improve and do all that stuff. All right, let's see. Let me of that. Let's see. Art. Animation. Where did I put that? I need to find a folder where I put all these frames. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's see. What order do they go in? They go in, they're not in the numerical order. So I gotta drag them in the proper order. That's in the timeline. What time is it for me? It is 9:57 a.m. What 5e dragon would a Jabberwocky be? I don't know. I don't know that much about Alice in Wonderland. Or... That's not actually from Alice in Wonderland, right? It's from, like, a different book that author wrote. Blade, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's just for the new Alice movie, they just decided to throw that in. Let's see, okay, so I'm gonna ignore chat for a little bit, sorry. I just need to do this real quick. So it is 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to put them in the correct order. 4, 5, then 6. Then skip 6.1. We don't use skip 6.1. 6.2, 6.3, 7, 7.1, then 8. If you're curious what I'm doing, I'm looking over my timeline of how I have them laid out. By the way, this is a super inefficient way to animate. Don't animate like this. Use a proper animation tool. I'm just used to doing it like this. I'm still slowly transitioning to learning how to use, like, proper animating programs. The one I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. I just find the tools here better for the thing that I'm doing for this, for now. Because I don't quite understand Clip Studio Paint's animating tools that well in order to be able to work on it efficiently just yet. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. If only ever animated in Flipnote Hatena. That was really bad. Oh, remember Flipnote on the DS? That was a thing. Okay, so this all is still fine. Still okay with this. Wave. So what frame does it hold on? It holds on frame 8. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames, and it holds on frame 9. Okay. What got you started drawing? Any big inspiration? No, I don't think so. No, I just started doing it while I was young. It's like when you start a hobby anytime when you're a kid. You just kind of do a bunch of hobbies and then your parents just kind of encourage them all and then you just kind of gravitate towards one. Alright, let's see. So, that's a shame I'm going to be getting rid of this. Maybe I won't get rid of this because this is a really good hand. This is a really good frame. Where do I want the sign to come from? Because I gotta reanimate. Man, these are some good hands, man. Oh well. Where do we want the sign? Because I wanted originally to pull the sign from the bottom down here. But... I don't know if I have enough frames. I don't want to make more frames. It's the thing. Or new drawings. But I might have to. Yeah, I might have to. Okay. So we're gonna try and keep as much that we made as possible. We're gonna keep the head movement, for sure. So I'm not redoing that head. That head was difficult to... pull out from a jacket? Maybe. Let's see, how does this look in motion first? Let me see. This is why you want to use a proper animating program, because you can just look at it in motion in the animating program instead of flipping back and forth. Okay. What I can do is I can kind of like swoop down and then up. I might have to add a few frames of animation. Whatever, fuck it. Fuck it! We're gonna have to add them anyway. Dr. Ficus, thank you for the 5 months. Do you prefer Intuos or do you like to use a Cintiq one day? Well, I mean, I prefer the Intuos right now. I would like to be able to get used to the Cintiq one day. Of course, I just am not, you know. All right, so we're gonna have to. It's just me hesitating because I'm being lazy and I don't want to add more frames. All right. So all this is gonna have to go. Keep the head position. Actually, no, we don't keep the head position. We're gonna move the head over here. I got a different pose in mind. Different pose in mind for holding up the signs. The sign, that is. So now I'm gonna do a little sketch layer. And if you're curious what I'm doing what's called pose-to-pose animation, which is where you draw one pose, you draw another extreme pose, like that's basically where the character's going to stop on, and then you draw the in-betweens, basically the transition frames going from the one pose to the other. And it's a very efficient and good way to learn and do animation. And it's a method that a lot of cartoons do, a lot of TV shows do. If you look at Steven Universe, they do pose-to-pose all the time. It's just a series of poses. Yeah, anime does that a lot. Anime is very, very used to working on a low budget. That's why you see them with such a low frame rate, and they don't really sync mouth flaps, and they don't animate mouth flaps to sound like the words they're saying most of the time. They just kind of have an open mouth and then a closed mouth, and then they just flip between them. Harrow 1 Bowman, thank you for the 10 bits. Everyone enjoy the stream. No. Yeah, I love Insane in the Rain. They take up like 20% of my playlist. Their covers are awesome. Faith Noir Step, thank you for the 9 months. Here, posting like a normal civilian. And Salbastro, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Whoa, Faith Noir Step, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Wow. Very generous, thank you. Welcome, new recruits. Welcome, new wigglers. Enjoy those subs and emotes. Very, very generous of you. Welcome to the Shield Bearers. How tough are you? How tough am I? How tough am I? I beat a Latrion to death with my shield. Yeah, what about it? It was the starter sword and shield. Oh, right this way. see, and the arm will be there. That is an incredibly long bicep. Where does the arm go? The arm goes like there, I think. Yeah, so this would not be visible. Gattelschwari, thank you for subscribing. Let's see. I don't know that I like this pose enough. Maybe more exaggeration. That's another thing that makes a good pose. Exaggeration. Yeah, more leaning back. I'm proud to show this sign, so I'm leaning back more. YouTube, are you gonna play more music? Yes, I'm still listening. Have you any idea how rare that is? He got my name right first. Yeah, it kind of sounds like something I've heard before. I'm glad I got it right first try. Gattelschwari. Very cool name. Good night, Ignix. Will we have a sax playing version called JoCat? I don't know. So far, my notifications are like the thing at the bottom, this kind of like black bar thing.
Hello there.
Okay, that one was weird. But yeah, I feel like that's a little plain, so I kind of want to change it up. I'll still keep the little icons though, because I think people like the icons, like the little shield icon and the wiggler icon. It'll just be going on the sign instead. You know, I'll have a different sign with like a wiggler head on it, like that. And then the name will go here. I might have to increase the size of the sign actually for that. What's my go-to dino? What do you mean? Like dinosaur? That I draw? I don't exactly understand the question. Oh, thank you, Russian Primer. Thank you for the bits. Okay, so this is the new pose that I'm gonna be going to. Let's oh gosh. Gorsh! Now to try to recreate this, trace it over, and still somehow make it look weird and not the same. You know what I'm talking about, fellow artists. Whenever you trace over something, and you feel like you did it one-to-one, but then it looks weird and different for some reason. That's why I gave up on line art, yeah. I feel like I got that right, but also I don't know. No, the line's too thin. It's too thin. Thicken that up. Thicken up that line. Tighten up those hair follicles. Tighten up the levels on level 3. Tighten up the graphics on level 3. Trying to make this look smooth too, because I want it to be high quality, because it's going to be showing up a lot. Can't half-ass this one. Never New Fear. Never New Fear. Thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on soup? I love soup. Soup is great. There's so much you can do with soup. You can make noodle soup. You can do like a non-noodle soup. You can do rice and content soup. You could do just like a pure soup that you just threw in a bunch of like herbs and spices and veggies and just ground them up into like just the liquid part of the soup. Content soup. Soup is just advanced tea? Wrong. Tea is a drink. Soup is a dish. Soup is a meal. Tea is not a meal, unless you're British, and you use that slang. You dang redcoats. Fun fact, tea, for those in the UK, is slang for a meal. You know, instead of like saying I'm going out to lunch or I'm going to supper or I'm going to dinner, they'll say I'm going for tea. Ketchup is a soda? It's not, it's a condiment. It's literally not a soda. I will not have this heresy in my chat. Ketchup is a smoothie? Yeah, I'll subscribe to that. I'll agree with that. If you put tomatoes in a blender, and you blend it up fine enough that it turns into tomato sauce, and you just add in the rest of the stuff that makes it ketchup, you've got a tomato smoothie. Oh, you have to cook ketchup. Oh, I didn't know that. I retract my statement. Smoothies don't need to be cooked. Smoothies are good right out of the blender. Whoa! Shen! How dare! Shen, how dare! Shen Pie Bird Haven Arrow Vero Pikachu. Thank you, Shen, so much. Shenbai, everyone. If you don't know who she is, she does streams. She does streams and art and videos on YouTube, and she's hilarious and has a very infectious laugh and is very, very entertaining and great. She's a dear friend. Thank you so much, Shen. Thank you. Very generous. Hope you're having a good day. I am currently drawing some new notifications and overlays for my Twitch, because I'm going to do a slight rebranding, reboot of my Twitch stuff. Here, I can show you what I got so far. So this is going to be what the new notification animation is. It's going to be like me popping up, I'm going to be like, hey, and I'm going to point to a message, and I'm going to be a thumbs up, and I'm going to go away. Except, I thought the pointing down is not good enough, so I'm gonna hold up a sign, and the person's name is gonna go here. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm also inadvertently teaching people how to animate, because it's not too much different from drawing. So right now I'm drawing one pose. Right now, I'm gonna do a little bit of problem solving. I'm gonna figure out how to go from this pose to this pose. And that's gonna be a problem to solve. Good old problem solving. That's what a lot of animation is as well. It's figuring it out, because there might not be a tutorial for your specific situation. So you may have to figure it out yourself. I think actually there's gonna be one extra pose before I go to this pose. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one more extreme pose. I call them extreme because that's how you want to structure your poses, is the most extreme changes in the pose. So for example, let's do one example. Well, I was gonna, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have this sign being picked up from off screen down there. So that's gonna require another pose of me reaching down, right? And then picking it up. So that's gonna be another pose. I can't really in between this to this and also do the picking up without it being weird looking. So I have to make a third pose. So for example, let's do a jumping animation for example. So let's say jump here, here, here. So the extreme would be, let's say, here, here, where he's crouching down, because that's the furthest down the character will be. Then here, where they're jumping up. Here, where they squash down. And then here, where they're falling. And then here again, where they land. Like that. So these would be the extremes. That's the term that they use. These are the extremes. And then you would draw the in-between. So like right here, it would like slowly start to curl up a little bit. And then here, and then start to lift their hand, uncurl, you know. It gets easier when you break it down like that. As opposed to, let's say I didn't have this extreme, right? Then it would just be this character, like, flopping, going like here, and then whoa! And then it would look weird. It would just wah, and then you would just turn your body like a pendulum. Okay. Depressed Dragonfly, thanks for gifting us up to Bomper. And the Panda King, thank you for subscribing for 16 months. I want to get Monster Hunter World for my computer, but the game looks super intimidating. Do you have any advice? Watch some tutorials. Watch some... go slow, take your time, maybe put on a podcast. And when you're fighting a monster, set aside some time to learn the monster. Your first few monsters, set aside some time, focus. Don't worry about beating it real quick. Learn its moves. It's like old school difficulty, where you gotta learn the attack patterns and stuff like that. Take your time, I would say. Take your time with Monster Hunter. Yeah, learn the monster's moves like you're studying it, like you're a hunter. You're studying the monster, you're getting down low. You know, and you're focusing. Focusing. Alright, let's see. Let's copy this head. I really don't want to make another pose, but I'm gonna have to. Let's do 8.3 is gonna be our new. Actually, no, 8.4. 8.4 is gonna be our new thingy. So we're gonna get rid of you. Bards for Bards went well. There was like 1,000 entries. Oh yeah, Bards for Bards went really well. Have I played Ghost of Tsushima? I have not. I'm not too interested in the game. I've already got too many semi-open world, many side quests, many things to do games on my list, you know? So, alright. So these are the two poses. And I'm gonna have a third pose where I pull up, where I'm reaching down for the sign. Oh, I could actually still use this hand as the hand is going down. I can still use this hand. Sort of. So, alright. We get another Bards for Bards, please? Well, I mean, if I want to. And if Shelby is interested. I just kind of don't want to take any more people's money right now during this time, you know, because that's why I'm hesitant to do any sort of deal right now. Although, if it weren't for the pandemic and people being out of work and stuff, I would have already done probably another merch deal. But, yeah. I don't know. I just kind of would want to wait until people are more available for that, so that they don't feel like they're missing out, you know? And I don't want to pressure people. Oh, hey, this is Cammy's cover, I think. Yeah.
From when the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves.
Yes, I'm gonna lower the eyebrows. I like to lower the eyebrows with the expression.
They came after me.
Changing expression during animation can. I'll be like, whoop, I'm grabbing the sign.
They kicked in my teeth.
Be like, whoop,
While the devil
sign.
minced our tender meat, and so cried the witcher.
And then let's do
He
a
can't be
sketch.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh.
Reach down.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Have you guys seen her new one? It's oh yeah, her gothy one. Oh, Cammy Cat made an original song about, you know, Dingo Doodle's Fool's Gold campaign character, one of her players' characters, her fellow player, because she is also a player, Gothy. She made an original song based on the most recent one because a fucking crazy bomb drops in it. I won't spoil anything. But man, and she made Cammy Cat made an original cover, and it is so good, you guys. Cammy's so talented. I get intimidated when I hang around her with my own eyes. Yeah, it's so good. And she did a cover of my racist song, so you should go watch that too, where she sings a lot better than I do. You know, when I was writing and recording races, I was thinking of getting someone who knew how to sing the chorus, but I didn't know anyone at that time, and time was like PAX Unplugged was coming up fast, so I didn't really have the time, or at least I didn't want to spend the time looking for someone, so I just did it myself. I think I did an okay job, but I think I would have benefited definitely if I brought on a proper singer. Okay, so that. What are these? We've seen the D&D meme with me, Dingo, Zebashu, and Puffin, where Puffin get. Oh yeah. Those. Yeah, I've seen that meme. It's a good meme. It's made by the same person who helped me mod the JoCat into my Minecraft texture pack. He's talented. And if you would like to see that work in progress Minecraft texture pack, you can use !pack to download the most recent version. It is nowhere near finished at all, but if you use what's it called? The thing that does mods. Hold on. What's it called? Open it real quick. See what it's called. No, not Forge. Not Forge. Optifine. If you load it using Optifine, then yeah, the Iron Golems will be JoCat, and the villagers will be goblins. Crap Guide goblins. Voiced by both voiced by me. I did like little voices for them. So the goblins are like, which is a great way for me to explore what I think the Crap Guide goblins would sound like when they're speaking goblin. Would I ever consider playing Fire Emblem Three Houses? I have played in my spare time, yes. I love Fire Emblem. Played Awakening so many times, and I really, really like Three Houses. Does it work on Pocket? Probably not. I don't think so. Are the other ones the shirts this detailed? No, they're not. I shouldn't put that much detail on the creases and stuff. I want to keep it consistent. Favorite Fire Emblem waifu / husbando? Of all time is gonna be hard, but from Three Houses, Manuela, absolutely. I love Manuela to death. She's a hot mess. She's gorgeous. I love her. She's just my type. Although Claude is great as well. I wish all of the house leaders were buy options, as opposed to just Edelgard, because the buy options for male, the gay options for male are not great. You get Lindhart. I think Lindhart is really the only one. And then, like, you can have 2 platonic ones. Opinions on Edelgard? She's got, you know, I think she's very well written. And, she makes a good point, and is a result of how topical is it that you know, that change is not happening fast enough, so she resorts to more extreme measures. How topical that something like that's happening right now in the U.S. Of course, you know, I think that game does gray writing really, really well. You know, like not black and white, shades of gray everywhere. I think the game, because when you play non-Edelgard route, you're like, man, Edelgard's a tyrant. She's doing all this evil shit. I don't like her methods. But then you play Edelgard's route, and you're like, huh, you know, Edelgard has she's got a point. Which is fantastic writing, I gotta say. But yeah, Manuela. Manuela's my favorite. I love her very much. Hands down. In Fates? I don't think I played Fates enough to really get a good impression of the characters. But if I had to pick one, I guess the shallow part of me would go Camilla, because haha boobs. And I have weakness to boobs. I have a weakness to that type of character, the Ara types. But keeping in mind that is weird and semi-incesty, if I had to be Corrin and pick, I would just pick no one, I guess. I don't really know any of the characters that well. But as myself, I guess Camilla. Even though she's kind of like a psychopath and bloodthirsty. But if I were to have to pick in the context of being Corrin, I guess I would pick no one. Because there's too much, like, family blood ties in that game that I don't feel comfortable getting together with anyone. Awakening, though, is absolutely Olivia. Very much. I love Olivia so much. Or Pan. Pan or Olivia. Ugh, it's tough. Pan is just strong and stoic and lovely. But Olivia is precious and great dancer, and I love her so much. And I would just, I would love Inigo like a son, and I would raise him. So, like, Inigo's the perfect son. And the more you learn about him, the more you love him. What is the gorest thing you have ever drawn? I don't know, actually. Have I ever played Dark Souls? Yes, many times. I love Dark Souls. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna start doing the in-betweens. So we're gonna grab this. We're gonna bring it here. We're gonna start doing these in between, shall we? Oh god. It's the one-wing boozle. This one's 8 minutes long, so we're gonna skip it. What is your least favorite class? I don't think I have a least favorite, just a least exposed to. That I think if I played more, I would learn to like it. And that's probably Druid. Alright, we're gonna start working on in-between. So this is how I do in-betweens in Psy. Is I grab the two drawings and I overlay them together. And it's super inefficient. So we're gonna have this head start to slowly come down. This is a principle of animation called slow in and slow out, where the first and last few frames you want it to start to accelerate as opposed to immediately going a linear speed. All classes are good and some of them are Ranger. Ouch. So this head is just gonna be rotated slightly. Let's get rid of that. So we know it's going down. And we're gonna grab this hand. We're gonna cheat by grabbing this hand. Because it's the best hand I've ever drawn. I'm gonna bring it down. Down a little bit. To be fair, druids are fun, but also kind of a lot to keep track of. Oh yeah, druids are another one of those utility casters. They've just got so much going on, you know? And we're gonna cheat some more by grabbing this arm and doing a little bit of puppeteering. Be able to do this easier if I was doing this in like Adobe Animate or something, previously known as Flash. If I just actually I'm gonna keep that there. Take them apart. Rotate. So it's coming down. Multiply so I can see the other layer. If you don't know what I'm doing, don't worry. You'll see it eventually. I just got animator's foresight going right now, so it might be hard to understand what I'm doing. Blast until you need to, step 1, step 2 again. Do I have future plans for crap guide characters? Yes, I do. I will not share those right now because I cannot promise that those plans will come to realization. But there are a lot of things I would like to do, not just with the crap guide characters, but in general. So, how do I want to do this? Go down like that.
So you picked your class. Hold on to your ass. It's gonna get
Hey!
fast 'cause race, part of the
Speaking
rules
of,
from sentient
we were talking about the
planets.
races
Here they, a beast
cover
named
earlier.
Snarly, and a regular dude named Charlie. If homebrew's free, a big talking tree. Welcome to a Crab Guide's D&D. Eric big fucking bird. You got some wings. So you can fly.
I like all the
Not
tiny
melee is what's
touches she
preferred.
adds
Sharp
in.
talons to bitch scratch a guy. Or maybe you're more of an Asimar.
I think that's what
Avian
elevates
if you
this
low
cover
bar.
a lot for
Angelic
me.
people with radiant energy or darkness if you flap your wings edgily. Bugbears aren't actually bears at all. More like beastly orbs
Cammy
that
added
are
some
just
races?
as
No,
tall,
she
but
didn't.
oddly sneaky. Your arms
She
are
didn't
long, so you're really freaking good
add
at playing
anything,
basketball. But
any
going for a
extra
beast is a
lyrics or
football.
anything.
You can always do half and decide to be a
She just
centaur.
added like
Judging the
backing
enemies
track.
so
Like
they
listen to
can't
this
readily
part,
get
right?
steadily back up while you stomp
Where
on
she's
them
like
deadly. Or the sticky bunch
talking about the
of
Asimar. She adds in like a backing, like angel, like singing. Oh, listen.
Or Kakra, a big fucking bird. You got some wings so that you can fly. And if non-weapon melee is what's preferred, they got sharp talons to bitch scratch a guy. Or maybe you're more of an Asimar. Still avian if you lower the bar. Angelic people with radiant energy or darkness if you flap your wings edgily. Bugbears aren't actually bears.
I really
at all.
like
More
that. I really
beastly
like that
orcs
she
that are
added
just
that.
as tall, but oddly sneaky. Your arms are long, so you're really freaking good at playing basketball.
Yeah, she just added in some extra,
You can always
like,
do half and
effects
decide to be a
to it
centaur,
to
charging
spice it
enemies
up.
so they can't readily get steadily back up while you stomp on them deadly. Or the sticky bunch that changed on school. You can make it disguise kids a wordless tool. You can change your face to whatever race.
Yeah, she did that with a bunch of the
Dragonborn,
races.
no, not the Skyrim kind, are like the
Like
kid
when the
of
kobold
Lord
comes
of
up, she does like
Dragon
kobold
Blade,
hisses,
so
like
now you shoot acid, that's the color
like
your
little
parents prefer
kobold
acid.
gremlin sounds.
Dwarf with a beautiful beard. You work with your hands and are physically sturdy.
You seem informed about rocks, which is weird. Try
know
not to
to
obsess
obsess
with
with
such
such
get
a word.
wordy.
No,
Elves are
support
cold
this
as bricks.
place.
A dozen flavors to touch and mix. They live a long time, don't sleep, step trance, and they're hard to be charmed. So bards, keep it in your pants. Pick a verbal.
Will I ever stream a one shot? One day, maybe one day.
And don't ask how, but they get turned into
Whose cover is this? You can see the
elementals you
track in the
bastard.
bottom left-hand corner.
Elements that they have mastered in some way. Let them do cool shit like waterbend or have a fire-breathing armpit. Get Yankee and get Sarai. Elves that look like they want to die. All they're about is how they clash. Been around 40
grab
years.
this
but most
hand.
trash. Short stack. Gnome happy short folk who are smart and wise and cunning and know how to crack. It's a good camouflage, be it sneaking or magic or a cool rigorous
Actually,
montage.
since I'm grabbing
It's the goblin.
something,
Small size hits hard on your noggin.
should, like-
Their nimbleness makes it hard to keep pace. They'll hide and
Yeah.
find quick slide and hit your face. Muscles are in, though I have bias, so the hottest
That
I am
kinda
is
hand.
Goliaths. They're 8 feet tall, have steel for their balls, and can shrug off damage like one-man riot. Half elves, the mutts and mules of D&D, extra points to spend on 2 abilities and skills up the ass, the best of both races. And backstories usually come from stupid places. Half orc, like I said, muscles are
Okay,
in. Your
so we
ruthless
can
brute,
get rid of
likes
that.
to win. Your crits get
And-
crits, and you can terrify. And if you feel like it, you can say no when you die. If your luck is nasty and the
then
halfling is good, you reroll
where's
ones and win like
grabbing
you
the
should. Your
sign?
heart's
There's
fierce,
grabbing
your
the
target's a dragon.
sign.
You can slip through if he's angry off the flag. Humans get a little bit of everything. They like gimmicks or special flair or anything, and they're all around average. You know how it is. And the perfect pick if you're boring. Races.
Right there.
All the races. Races.
Actually, one thing that I forgot to do
All the
as I'm going down, I'm gonna do some overlapping action with my hair. What that means is my hair is gonna floof up a little bit. I'm gonna have it affected by gravity and such.
You
can add a lot to your animation to add a little bit of overlapping action. Just like the bow. The bow, I stretched it a little, if you noticed earlier. So the hair is gonna like flip up a little bit, ever so slightly, because of gravity.
But ganging up together can be pretty fun. Yes, it's scaly hour, because lizard folk have sticks up their ass and can't take a
That.
joke. They can fight and craft and stay a while underwater and have harder scales to block cannon fodder. Loxodon are straight up elephants. Their large size, thick hide that makes them dense. Got trunks to smell, are wise and mostly merry.
And these are things that
Why they're damn scary.
I haven't
Underwater,
even practiced
a
that
fish,
much.
a straight up fish, literally
But
just a
adding
fish.
it, just like
Fine,
keeping them in
comes
mind
with
and adding them to your
Big
animation
still
can
just
make
a
it look
fish.
a
Big
whole lot
beefy booties,
nicer.
I mean outdoor. Got horns to charge if you run pretty
Saying
far.
hi
You can
from
shit your
work.
pants while
Have a
you're
good
at
stream.
it.
Goodbye.
Big and scary
Oh, thanks,
is
Jay.
a
Thanks for the
habit.
20
Speaking of
months.
force, superstitious and strong, but also often wrong with a -2 to int. That's okay, so to say you're aggressive and massive. A lot of angry parents means they're rarely passive. Cat girls are joys. Tabaxi is here. Obsessed with
There, she
something
added that
quite
one too, the
decisive.
little
That's like a cat
anime.
that
Hi.
loves star. Tons coats like leopard, tiger, and jaguar. Tiefling is a demon with a lot of looks. They're horny and hot and often a provoker in the lore anyway. A lot of hate. It's normal, I guess, when you're a panty stoker.
If you want to be a bigger reptilian who's strong and harder than
Torto has a shell that's AC as a million. So have fun being a hermit immortal.
Okay, how taxing mentally, physically are all the crap guides? Physically, not that much. Mentally, extremely.
The burden, like a goblin but pretentious, got some mind powers that make mystics contentious. Got a bunch of passive shit. What is this? Peace hour? Come back and talk to me when you learn.
I need to write the script, which takes its own amount of thought and kind of like figuring out. I can't think right now, I'm sorry. I'm just too into Cammy's cover.
look more like a freak.
I'll say my thoughts better
Hybrids are a random fusion of
soon.
aquatic things like a squid or a crab. Get bonuses depending on which one. So
Once this cover's over.
New ways to stab. Warforged. Robots forged for. Don't eat or sleep or breathe. And what's more, you're tanky as well, being hard to steal. The only downside, you'll never truly feel. Vidalkin tells us nobody's perfect. Look like Navi people without the long neck. They got lots of bonuses to smarts, not shocking. Good luck ever getting one to stop talking. And that's a lot. And always remember, class race importance is pretty seldom. Use whatever you fancy. Make a chubby fighter dancing. Now you know how to pick your race. You're welcome. Races, all the races. Races, all the races. There's plenty to choose from, too many, so come witness the list of this guide to all of the races. All the races.
All right, anyway, let me finish those thoughts. So the process, the creation process of a crap guide video, of a typical crap guide video, at least the D&D ones, is I need to write the episode. And that already takes its own crazy toll. Because first I need the motivation to do it, and getting the motivation can be hard. If I'm not fully motivated, sometimes I don't write my best work. When it comes to, especially since it's so comedy focused. So I need to build the motivation to do it. Sometimes that can mean just sucking it up and writing a bunch of bad material, and then going back to edit it later. Then, after I write it all, then comes the next mentally taxing part, which is recording the voices. I have a slight stutter, so I mess up a lot, and I need to take breaks. You can really tell in the Crap Guide to Character Sheet the difference in mic quality between chapters, especially once you listen to the first part of the video and then you listen to the proficiency part, and you can see a massive change in mic sound because they were recorded on different recording sessions. Because sometimes I just need to take different takes, you know? And that takes its own... Talking and drawing and reading chat all at the same time is mentally taxing as well. So I'm just gonna ignore chat, because I can only do 2. Actually, I'm gonna stop drawing, because animating specifically, takes a lot of mental. So here's the process. I start to voice it. I voice record. Then I have to cut down, take out all the outtakes, all the mistakes, all the cuts, and manipulate the voice recording so that it all fits together. I posted a Twitter thing. Let me show you what I mean. I posted a thing on Twitter that shows some of the process that I do to put multiple takes together. Did I delete it? I hope I didn't. I think I may have. Whoops. Yeah, I think I may have deleted it. Oh well. But basically I would like combine multiple parts of different takes that sound good to make it sound like a coherent sentence, when in actuality it was 2 different takes of different sentences. But yeah, basically that process takes its own amount of time and mental stress. Then once all that's done, then I start drawing the frames of the video. And that, I would say, takes the most mental strength, because I have to come up with... I don't want each frame to be boring, there were so many times where the crap guide characters would show up in different scenarios, like where it was mostly just the default blob person, this. Whenever I don't have something applicable to like a character, I usually draw this. But most of the time, I try to think, okay, what's more exciting than this? Maybe I could put in something more exciting. I can probably put in maybe a crap guide character. Maybe I could put the the barbarian in here instead. I try to go through all my options, and that takes a lot of mental effort. What would be more interesting than just the person, And I have to do that for about 100 or so drawings. Can I put a special Easter egg? Can I put a little reference to someone instead? Can I put, Because, here, let me show you some of the frames that I have going. I have to, because you can tell which frames I got lazy with and which frames I kind of put more thought into. Because sometimes, they would be a lot easier and a lot quicker and come out a lot more frequently if all the frames were just like this, This frame took no time at all, and if I did every frame like this, the crap guides would come out quicker, This is just a blank character, just doing nothing, with no background, no additional stuff. But I know that would make the video lesser. So I try to add in something more than that, So ideally, every frame would look like this. There's a slight background, there's a character doing something, and I think how to improve this would be replace the blob man with another character, a unique character of some kind, whether it be one of the classes or just making it a random character of some kind. Like a goblin, or a random schmuck NPC. For example, let's see, this. I could have just made these 3 characters just 3 blob people. My kobolds? You mean my goblins? Because these are goblins. These are how I draw goblins. They're not kobolds, they're goblins. But, this is a kobold. This is completely ripped from CZ / Chris Zito. These are his kobolds. But yeah, if I could have just made these, and they're almost just blob people, but I decided not to. That's where, so figuring out, okay, what scene do I want this to be? What do I want to represent? Oh, dying and meeting up with the bandits you just killed earlier. Figuring that out, figuring how I want to portray that scene, and coming up with that, except for every sentence I make in the crap guide, takes so much mental effort, you guys. You don't understand. Drawing it itself is not that bad. Coming up with it, figuring it out, I don't know what, that might not take that much effort on someone else's part, but for me, it takes a lot. Let's see if there's one that was like, probably took a long time. So I think I've definitely been slacking as the series has gone on. The frames where there's like no background, probably one of the lazier ones. Like this. This is from the monk guide. I just drew blob people to represent bad guys. I think I could have done better by making them into bandits or something, or making them goblins, you know? I think production-wise, the monk guide is probably my laziest one. Script-wise, I think my druid one is the worst. I think I would want to redo druid, but I don't want to keep redoing it. But script-wise, I think the weakest is druid. Presentation-wise, I think the weakest is monk. But people like them, and that's okay. You can like them. I'm not saying you're not allowed to like them. I just think that I could have done them better. Blob people are good. They are. Like, I'm just saying, let's say I replaced... I think they're worse, though, because say I replace every instance of the crap guide character with a blob person. Do you not... I think most of you would agree the videos would be worse off. For example, here, I have the druid about to swing their spear at this goblin. If I replace both of these with the blob people, I think the video would be worse overall, for example. It's minor things that add up, you know? And I think most people would agree. Gives it personality, you know? Gives the show its identity. Even something like nondescript enemies, I think it would have been better if I just made these goblins. Because the goblins at least identify with the crap guide, you know? Because the goblin, you look at a goblin and you're like, oh, that's a crap guide goblin. You look at a blob person, they're like, oh, is this Jaden Animations? You know? That's why I think the blob people are bad. Or make the videos worse. Like, I think it's a lack of production that goes into it. How many characters have you played, JoCat, and which has been your favorite? I've played a bunch of characters. It's kind of hard to quantify them all. Hard to remember them all. My favorite's probably still Storig. But the goblins don't have arms to hold an axe. I can give them arms. I can give them arms. Look, see, like this one. Man, look at this. This is Beta Goblin. Let's look at Alpha Goblin. Oh god, the first Barbarian Guide. Let's look at Alpha Goblin. Alpha Goblin is ugly. Let's see, where is it? Ew, ew, it's got a nose and it's all pointy. It's got stick arms and stick legs. It's got pointy ears. Ugh. This is like, you know, that meme where it's like Smash Brawl portrait. Smash. So this is the Smash Bros. Brawl portrait. This is the Smash 4 portrait. And then this is the Smash Ultimate portrait. This one's the best one. Old Gen Goblin. Gen 1 Goblin, yeah. But yeah. That's a roundabout way of giving you my kind of process, I guess. My working process. What's the verdict on doing a nicer crap guide series? Undetermined. Undetermined. In a perfect world, I would make 2 videos of identical topic and identical content, but just experimenting with the 2 different tones. But that would require me to make 2 videos. Which, and just delay them both to come out at the same time. But I don't know that I'm capable of doing that. Okay, let's see. This is a weird frame. This is an in-between frame, but it's a weird one. When you do in-betweens, you kind of get weird frames like this. Like, what am I doing? I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm gonna drop a medium-sized beat. It's like, yo, I'm gonna beatbox really whitely. That's what's going on. Hey there, haters! You can't handle this beat? A boom chick chick boom. Am I right? My diggity dogs? What up, fellow rappers? Rap men? How is it hanging in the hizzle? Looks like that. The salt makes your videos entertaining, TBH. Well, you don't know that. You haven't seen, you know, how I would... That's the thing about these polls, right? And I feel the same way about when I made that, video about Halo's customization. People were like, oh no, I like not being able to change my chess piece. It's like, well, you say that, but you haven't seen my proposal in practice. I think that if they saw what I was thinking, like if I was able to render a 3D model of what I'm explaining, I think people would agree, or people would see what I'm talking about better, because they're still thinking in, you know, they still don't see exactly what I'm trying to portray. So I don't know, you know, people say, oh, I would miss the salt, but I don't know, maybe you wouldn't. You'd have to see it, you know? I would have to make a video to show you what I mean and compare them. That's the only way to really, because if I, the ideal is to have 2 videos to compare them, right? Because if I just make one video with the nice thing, they'll be like, oh yeah, I like this, but then they don't have anything to compare it to. But if I just make one video with the mean one, they'll be like, oh yeah, see, I told you, I prefer the mean one. But again, they have nothing to compare it to. So I don't know. That's the only way to know for sure, is to have a completely informed decision. And it's hard to be completely informed unless we have just parallel universes, you know, of all of the possibilities. They won't know until they actually see. So let's grab this head so I don't have to draw it again. And last the eyes. Can't wait for an animation quote-unquote critic who knows nothing about animation to take this frame out of context and then use it as an example to say that JoCat's a bad animator. Which, have you guys seen that clip of like those guys that are trying to criticize the new Looney Tunes by grabbing a frame? Oh, it's so bad. They like take an exaggerated frame of animation, which is not indicative of bad animation, because animation is about how it looks when it's moving. Let's see. And they were basically taking smear frames or squash and stretch frames and being like, look at this! This person doesn't know how to draw! You know? It's like if I took... It was... The basic gist of it was... They took a frame like this, right? And they're like, what the heck is this? This person doesn't know how to draw. This is just bad animation. Not understanding that it's not about the individual frames, it's about how it looks in motion, you know? Because, yeah, out of context, this looks weird. But when you see it in motion, it, yeah. Here's an idea, make the same video with 2 different scripts, only animate once, so to cut it down to... Well, that's the thing, that wouldn't represent my vision accurately. Because it's more than just the script, it's the presentation too. It's the jokes, it's how it's presented, it's all of that stuff, which would require me to make a completely different type of video. It's not just a matter of, oh, just a different script and a different type of talking, and the jokes are slightly different. No, like, they would be completely... It would not be comparing apples to oranges, it would be comparing apples to a granola bar, you know? It would be comparing an apple to a car in the difference between what I'm talking about, you know? And it's hard to be able to portray that accurately for people to understand without making 2 different videos. Which I am not able to do. Actually, I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do an arc. So the head motion is not gonna just go straight like that, it's gonna go like that. So it's gonna be blop, and then blop, blop, blop. That's the principle of animation. Make things move in arcs. So what's the first frame look like? It looks like that. And then the other... like that, yeah. God, this is so messy to look at. You guys probably have no idea what's going on or what I'm focusing on. Sorry. Okay. So, since I'm moving down even more, I'm gonna have this stretch out. The bow is gonna be very bouncy. The hair is gonna bounce up as well. It's gonna be just being pulled behind the secondary action. Happening though, it's hard to explain without going on a long tangent while I'm drawing, that is. There's someone who's way better at explaining. If you look up the 12 principles of animation on YouTube, that guy can explain it way better than I can. And it's real short too. It's made by the guy who made Animator versus Animation. And it's very succinct, to the point. And is what I go back to every now and then to freshen up on what each principle is. Some of our other friends to you, and we binge watch every video together on her big screen. It was so fun. Oh, that makes me glad. That makes me happy. I'm glad. I appreciate that. So, like, every single one, even my old, like, overly edited Monster Hunter? So if so, that's insanely generous of you, and I very much appreciate it. It means a lot. Cuphead also uses some of the principles of animation for gameplay. Well, every animation uses the principles of animation. Even realistic animation uses the 12 principles of animation, you know? When someone is about to jump, or did JoCat live in California? No. Let's say GTA. GTA uses the 12 principles of animation. When you're about to wind up a punch, you know, you go like that first when you're about to punch someone, right? You wind up your fist, like there's a startup animation. That's anticipation. That's a principle of animation. Animation's not just for exaggerated cartoony style, you know? It's everywhere. If something is animated in any way, it uses the 12 principles of animation. No, I'm not moving to Canada. That was a joke tweet. Anyone in the US is not going to be able to travel for a very, very long time because people aren't handling the virus like they should. We're moving to Canada as soon as people allow the US to travel to their country. And the US can travel to countries as soon as the US handles fucking coronavirus. Ah. It's frustrating. How hard is it to wear a mask or stay indoors? Stay 6 feet away from each other. Ah. You know, the CDC crunched some data and said we can have, if we can have it handled, if literally everyone in America wore a mask and stayed indoors and did the social distancing, like proper procedure, we can have it handled and under control, maybe not completely gotten rid of, but under control in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But because we can't wear our masks for 3 weeks, now we have to wait for 3 months! Maybe even 3 years! Who knows how long this thing will be? Because people aren't wearing their goddamn masks. People don't understand. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a rant for a little bit. But people don't understand wearing a mask isn't about protecting yourself, it's about protecting other people. It's about spreading it when you don't realize you have it. Wearing a mask is better at not spreading your disease rather than protecting you. Like, it does protect you a little bit, but it's more about you not spreading the disease. It'd be one thing if you just only harmed yourself, but it's harming others too. I don't know why people can't get that. Or they just don't care. They're the same people who don't like to wear seatbelts. Because, oh, it's uncomfortable, I know my rights. Like, no, you're actively hurting potentially other people. When you don't wear a seatbelt, you are a projectile. You are a projectile, and you can run in, you can blast into someone, don't you know? You are putting yourself and other people in more danger by not wearing a seatbelt. You are putting yourself and others in more danger by not wearing a mask. And if anyone in the chat, and that's a more common thing than you would think, that people don't like to wear seatbelts. There are some completely reasonable people that I thought better of that don't like to wear seatbelts, that I consider my friends. And I'm like, how can you think that? But they do, because it's uncomfortable, I guess. But like, and I'm sure there are some in the chat as well, and I urge you, please wear a seatbelt. It's for your own safety. And I've heard the excuse, oh, well, if I get into a crash, I could get decapitated by a seatbelt. If you're moving so fast that you would get decapitated by a seatbelt, you are probably gonna die anyway. With or without one. And I get so frustrated at people who don't want to wear a seatbelt. It is such a minor inconvenience. It costs you nothing and could literally save your life and other people's lives. Instances of people crushing other people or killing other people, you know, because they were a projectile in the car because they weren't wearing their seatbelt, and bashing another person's head in because they were flying around in the car. It's frustrating. It is really annoying. And it's frustrating, and I... Sorry. Sorry for the salt this stream. I just... Man. 2020 has been rough on all of us. Sometimes you just gotta take it out somehow. Crazy world. If I hadn't worn my seatbelt, my head would have been crushed like a watermelon. Yeah! Freaking... So I'm glad you're okay, jeez. Alright, let's see. How does this look so far? Hope it doesn't look stupid. Probably looks stupid. What are you making? Pineapples. Okay, this is sketch like good. Right now, specifically, in-betweens. There's a certain point where ignorance and malice are indistinguishable this entire year. I don't know if it is malice. Well, maybe some of it is malice, yeah. But I think it's also... I've heard this from people who like conspiracy theories. Apparently there's a certain pride and feeling of intelligence from feeling like you know something that the general public doesn't, you know? When you're going against the grain, you feel as though, man, I know this secret information, man, all these sheep, you know? There's a certain satisfaction that feels like you're smarter when you're doing this thing that you feel as though you know, but other people don't. And that's kind of the joy, where the joy of conspiracy theories come from, is like you're figuring these things out that most people wouldn't. And I've heard that from people who casually enjoy conspiracy theories, but don't apply them to their daily life. That's how it's been explained to me, and I can get that. I understand that. You know, the world is scary, and you want to feel like you're in control. And one of the means of feeling like in control is feeling like you know something that other people don't. I get it. But there's science, man. There's science. It is proven. Just... They say do your own research. But not if the research is something that's been proven multiple. If the research is subscribed to by too many people, then apparently that research is dirty. Dirty fake news. It's like popular things because of popularity. I wear a mask because I'm not a jerk. Yeah. Need to find facts. Well, to those people, those are the facts. To them, they firmly believe that those are the facts sometimes. My favorite Shovel Knight boss, Despacito Knight. Did I edit this hair already? I think I did. A little bit more exaggeration wouldn't hurt. Why is Despacito? When is Despacito? So I'm gonna do a little bit of special something here. A little bit of cheat. Ha! I'm cheating, chat. I'm cheating. And then the arms are still going down, so. This is where the hair is gonna be falling down, so it's like that. It's like, what? Because it's finally reached the bottom. Okay, and this frame will be 8.5. Just test this out quick. And then let's just do a quick little. Let's see. 9.1 goes before that. Okay, so 9.1. Uh, 8.5. No, 8. 8 is gonna. 8.4 is the one that's. Where's 8.4? There's 8.4. 8.4. 9.1 is gonna be the in between. Between 9 and 8.4, where I'm like, I'm just gonna do a quick little thingy. Whatever, like, and then my hair's like down because it's being pulled up, and then the bow is flat because it's being pulled up. And the hand, I'm just doing a mock little thingy. Don't worry about how it looks. Ah, yes, my favorite YouTuber, John Kitty, JoCat, Jugad. It's Jugad. Yeah, this is 9.1. It's like Lonk. It's like Lonk and Zoldor. Jugad. And then we're gonna do just a mock little hair flippy. Because when I finally reach to frame 9, it's gonna be foosh. It's gonna throw my hair up, right? And the bow is gonna flop up like that in little hair pieces. And I'll clean this up later. Right now it looks real bad, but I'll clean it up later. It'll look good in motion, I promise. And then we can call this 9. What do we have? We have 9.5, 9.6. All right. Yeah, physics. All right. I'm going to show you some movie magic. So, we're going to extend that frame. This is why I don't recommend Twitch stuff. Okay, this is why I don't recommend using Premiere to animate and actually using a proper animation program, because this nonsense is nonsense. Look how many steps I gotta do to, like, put in one frame of animation. See, am I missing one? Am I missing 8.4? Maybe? No, 8.4 is there. What am I missing? Nothing. There's just no extra frame. Okay. Yeah, so I want it, ideally, to my head to go down before it comes back up to a resting state. And then 9.6 will go here. What are my thoughts on Clip Studio and for animation? I think it's fantastic. So then it looks like this. Yeah. And then let's actually, where's the 9.6? Actually do it like slightly ajar. So now, look, it looks like let's have that rest on it a little bit longer. Yeah, like that. Yep. And then I'll have that hang for a while so people can actually read names. So I'm like, the new animation now is hi. And get the sign. This in-between frame. We might actually extend that longer. I think I'm going to have more in-betweens because I pull up the sign kind of fast. But yeah, you see the effect that I'm kind of trying to go for though, where it's like I bounce, you know, like that. I'm gonna redraw this because I don't like how the stretchy looks. I like doing it by hand, but that's kind of the effect I'm trying to go for. And then I think I'll just put a sign right there. I think I'll get rid of the thumbs up. And just have the wink. I'll extend the sign holding to the head tilt wink. And then just go down with the sign. I think, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Da 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 da. Bark 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 da 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 da. Anyway, can you tell that animation is mentally draining? Dave the Caster, thank you for the year. Congrats on your Sword and Shield. Glad I could catch a stream. Glad you could be here. Ever tried OpenTunes? No, never heard of it. I am very wary of anything that has the word tunes in it, or tune of some kind. So it sounds like something with pre-made assets, which I'm personally not a big fan of. I mean, I think they're fine and they're great and they've got their uses, but for like legitimate animating, like those Go Animate, you know, like that stuff. It's a great learning tool, though. I have not seen Alcatraz by Demon Dice. Don't know what that is. Well, not a lot of progress. Not as much as I wanted to make. And I say this because I'm about to call the stream here. Short one today, because I'm hungry. It's about lunchtime, and I'm very, very hungry. But I will probably be working on this some more off stream. But yeah, this is kind of what I've been doing behind the scenes, chipping away at between videos. What is this going into? This is going to be the new notification stuff. So you know how right now we have this little thing, this little black bar with a little icon? I'm going to change it to me holding up a sign.
So tasty!
And then, like, for the special stuff, the background in the sign is going to have the icon. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to call the stream here. Let's roll some credits while I look for someone to raid. Short one today. Thank you, though, for everyone for joining in and donating and subbing. Thank you so much. We're going to look for someone to raid. I much appreciate everyone who did. Hey, if you're still interested in seeing art, I don't know how much longer he's gonna go for, but you know who's online and streaming right now is our good buddy Z Bashu, good old fellow D&D animator, and I think he's animating a video right now. So let's raid him. Yeah. What shall our raid message be? Just fireball? Because I fireballed his wizarding place. So yeah, are we gonna fireball him? Alright, just fireball. Get your fireballs ready, shield bearers. We're about to burn this man alive. Z Bashu, for those who don't know, is a D&D animator. He makes the animated spellbook. And he does guides, very similar to me and stuff, but yeah, just fireball. Let's get ready. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. I hope I can show you guys this finished thing when it's finished. Bye!